So far, we have discussed the theory of giving credit to the creator of the content you have used. Now we'll explore the idea of copyrighting any content you create for yourself. But what does it mean to copyright something you've created? Copyright law gives you ownership over the things you create. So if you write anything from a poem to a novel, design a piece of art or a building, you can protect your ownership of it by copyrighting it. The copyrighted content you create is often referred to as intellectual property. As the creator of this content, copyright protects two types of rights: moral rights and economic rights. Firstly, let's look at economic rights. Much like if you own property in the more traditional sense of the word, like a house or car, you decide what happens with the intellectual property you have created. You can decide how others will use your work and if permissions are required before using it. These economic rights will protect you from the further distribution, duplications, translation, adaptation, and public performance of your work without your approval. Moral rights are somewhat different to economic rights. Moral rights are divided into two areas: the right to claim yourself as the creator of your intellectual property, and the right to object any modifications to your work that would interfere with its integrity. These rights are particularly useful in the case where you as the creator no longer own the economic rights, but are still recognized as the creator of the work, for example in the case of a film producer adapting a novel you wrote. How does copyright law work online? The copyright concept dates back to the 18th century when the printing presses were producing manuscripts and printing monopolies were emerging. As we know, the idea behind copyright law was to protect the author or creator of a book, drawing, piece of music, etc. The development of technologies, from the internet to rich multimedia streams, has made the idea of copywriting more difficult. A vast majority of intellectual property is shared online, meaning it can be very difficult to regulate and monitor its use. Organizations like the World Intellectual Property Organization, or WIPO, have made moves to introduce international treaties to make sure intellectual property is protected across the digital market. While all members of the World Trade Organization and the European Union are forced to comply with these laws, there is still a reliance on national governments to have their own copyright laws. The EU have developed a digital single market which aims to reduce the differences between national copyright laws and give wider access to online resources for EU members. Make sure you look into copyright law in your country before publishing any of your content online. You have now completed this second resource on credit and copyright. For access to more resources on this topic, please visit our website at www.tracesproject.online.